counting money again.
Yeah, I have to. This is all we've got to survive on for 2 whole weeks.
It's true, we can't live without it. But you must remember, there's something else in this world that's far more precious than money. Your friends, dear.
I don't think I get it. Sorry, ma'am.
I'm your mother from here on out. I told you that. Come on, let me hear it.
Okay, Mother.
Well, how is she doing?
Oh, hello, sir.
Look, Yuichi. Do you know what the most important thing in this world is?
Of course I do. It's money, right?
Yuichi! Are you okay? Say something!
Tenji.
泣き言だってこぼしたい油断も隙もありはしないきっと一度返された手のひらは何度でも返されるだろうって目にあって僕は何を学ばされる諦めか裏切り愛か逃げ道のないゲームは続くんだ Yeah正しく生きてれば報われるように見せかけて正直者が泣きを見るテレビの中の騒ぎのヒーロー優しさこそが強さというが散々つけ込まれ疲れて生かすも殺すも知恵次第嫌い事じゃやってらんない君が偽物か本物なのか見極める絶好の窮地背中預けてたどり着く結果はいいなやどこまでも晴れることがない猜疑心を振り払いたいラララララララララララララララララ Are you all my love? ララララララララララララララ
What the hell? Where are we?
I'm not sure.
Good morning, you two!
It's Manabu.
It's almost time for us to play the 3rd game! But first, I need you both to wait here in this cave for 3 days! That's 72 hours straight! I sure hope you can think of a fun way to pass the time!
3 days. And this is all the water we get?
Look, Yuichi.
Yeah, what?
Well, about what happened back there. I only did that so I could participate in the next game with you. Since we're alone, I finally get to explain the full story and tell you why I betrayed the group. First, you should know that this is my 2nd Tomodachi game.
What? Seriously? Start from the top.
It's because of her. Shiho Sawaragi is to blame.
How's that possible?
Because she stole it from me. She took away the most important thing I ever had in my life! It began in junior high. At the time, I had 2 best friends. We were inseparable. Do you guys want to start a business together? I've already saved up 1,000,000 yen. If we use that as a launch pad, we can be up and running before I'm 18.
It sounds like a solid idea. But are you sure? That's a lot of money you'd be putting on the line for us.
Don't be absurd. There's no one else I'd rather partner up with. We were the closest group in school. As long as we were together, we were unstoppable. Or so we thought.
Good morning, Tenji.
Shiho? Oh, that's right. You're in junior high now.
Sorry, but can you introduce us?
This is Sawaragi. She's my, we're childhood friends.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure of the reason. But after that, we had trouble managing our funds.
Hey, Tenji.
Huh?
Are you and Sawaragi together?
Huh? What are you asking me that for? We need to focus on our—
No, I think this is much more important.
Fine, our parents have been trying to work out an arranged marriage, but that's not what we want. We
I'd
don't even
suspected
feel
it
that
for
way
a
about
while,
each other.
but
Is
it
that
seemed
true?
fairly clear that they
You
were both
swear?
interested in
Yes,
Shiho.
it's true, I swear.
We started keeping track of our funds together again. And we still had just as much money when we got to high school.
Hey, why don't we play a game? Now that we have 3 million yen, we should split it up into thirds and invest it separately. Once we get to 20 million, whoever generates the most profit gets to be the CEO of our future company. It'll be a friendly contest.
Good idea. That sounds interesting.
Not only that, but the winner will also be the one who gets to propose to Sawaragi.
How's that for sweet?
I honestly had no idea what he was thinking. But I didn't want to hurt our friendship by arguing with him, so I laughed it off as a joke. That day, the three of us found ourselves kidnapped. We were brought into the Tomodachi game and told that one of us was carrying a massive debt of 10 million yen.
Aw, shucks! Group B failed to clear the third game! Tenji is the only loser, so he gets saddled with the 20 million yen debt you guys accumulated together! But since you're just a kid, I'll take 20 million yen worth of your life instead, Kay.
2 days later, they set me free. On the condition that I would never tell anyone what had happened. Hey! Where's all of our money? Tell me where it is, you traitor!
It's gone now, okay? Because I spent it on Sawaragi!
Shiho? Really?
Listen, Tenji, please don't hurt me! I can't tell you anymore! They're gonna erase me too!
Hey, Tenji. Come walk home with me. You seem kind of down in the dumps lately. Is it because your friends transferred? Have you seen those two recently?
No.
You sure? Someone said they noticed you talking to them not too long ago.
Must be a mistake.
So, what did you guys talk about? I just thought it might be something to do with me.
Despite the promise I'd made to management, I ended up telling everything. And the one I chose to trust with the truth was the person I loved more than anyone.
Ah, hey, Tenji.
My father, who had raised me on his own. He was like a living book full of wisdom.
I'm happy you told me that, son. Thank you.
Really?
This must have been hard on you, but don't you worry, I'll take care of the rest.
No! What happened? Who killed my father?
We don't have all the details yet, but they said it was safe to assume suicide.
What? There's gotta be some mistake. Dad wouldn't do that!
It might be more serious than we originally thought, Tenji. I'm going over to the Sawaragi residence so I can talk to Shiho about it directly.
Wait, but...
I told you not to be worried. I'm sure Wataru will help us out. He's my best friend in the world. I trust him to have my back on this one.
Trust wasn't an option for me. I didn't know exactly what was happening, but it was obvious that Shiho was at the center of it somehow. After that, I swore to myself that I would investigate her as thoroughly as possible. But that didn't go exactly the way I wanted either.
What do you mean?
I received a concerning email from an unknown sender, so I decided that I would take a major gamble. I'd bring her into the Tomodachi game and get her to show her true colors.
So that was the real reason you put us all through this?
Exactly.
Sorry, Tenji. I guess I sort of blew up your whole plan, didn't I?
No, it's not that simple. Shiho told a lie. That's what held me back.
A lie?
Yeah. And once I explain it to you, you'll finally understand what I mean when I say that Shiho was the real traitor. As it stands right now, our combined debt is a hefty amount. It's at 10.8 million yen to be exact.
10.8 million? But something doesn't seem right about that.
I know. Here's how it happened.
Wait a second. How could you possibly have found out the exact number?
It's still the same as when I played it the first time. After you get past the second game, the management will tell you what the total debt is. Manabu, tell me one more time how much everybody owes.
Fine, whatever. The total amount of debt assigned to everyone in Group C is 10.8 million yen, okay?
If we assume they're all being truthful, it adds up to this. That's exactly 8 million off from the correct number.
Which means that at least one person has to be lying.
Yeah, you're right.
I should probably mention, I also lied at the end of the first game. The question card I got gave me instructions that would allow me to cut my own debt in half. When we cleared that game, I was at negative 1.6 million. But then I accumulated a lot more during the second game. It's up to 2.1 now.
Oh, right. In that case, the same thing probably happened to Shibe, too.
If my math is correct, then Shibe's probably at 200,000.
But even if we change yours and his to those amounts...
the total's still off by 4 million.
Exactly. So 6.2 mil for Sawaragi is too high.
Let's say she didn't get that penalty during Game 1. That would put her at 2.2.
You're right. That makes everything add up.
I know I shouldn't have, but I eavesdropped when you two were talking back in the classroom. Think about it, Yuichi. What if everything she said to you turned out to be a lie? You would never look at her the same way again. How could you?
She's a scam artist. A damn good one.
Yes. Deep down, she must be more evil than either of us can even fathom.
That's only if you're telling the truth, of course, right? The only thing any of us know for certain is how much our own debt is. I want to believe your story, but I can't trust anything 100%. Don't you understand? In the end, we never knew each other very well at all. We're just a bunch of strangers. It's not like you knew that I was a murderer. And yet, you still followed me.
I know. That's because you said you were going to put an end to the Tomodachi game. The only ambition I have now is to avenge my father's death. And the key to that is Sawaragi's family and whoever runs this thing. Yuichi, are you willing to fight by my side?
You sure that's what you want?
It is risky, since you're probably extremely dangerous. You had the look of pure evil on your face before. But you're obviously capable as well. You have what it takes to destroy the management forever. Fighting fair won't help us. If we want to make a difference, then we have to play dirty.
Forget it. Just look at where we are, Tenji. You know it's too late for that kind of talk.
All right. Here you go. My debt is 2.1 million yen. Now do you think you can trust me?
What are you doing?
Fine, then I'll stop asking you to understand. But please, if you won't join my fight, then at least let me join yours. And I promise you, I won't get in your way. You can use me however you see fit. Come on, Yuichi. I'm begging you. I don't have any other options left. You're my only hope now.
3 days. That's how long we have to be down here. So let me think about it, all right? And quit your begging. Please. Hey, Tenji. When you hear the word friend, what's it mean to you?
No idea. After I was betrayed in middle school, I stopped thinking about it.
So Kokorogi and Shibe, they're just two people you happened to meet while planning your revenge? No more than that?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't believe you. If they were meaningless, then why did you choose them to play the Tomodachi game? You must have felt like you were important to them at least, right?
Those two fools truly believed that I was their friend. They had no idea they were being used. Those idiots. They never suspected.
Tenji, you have to promise me something.
What?
When we get back, I want you to apologize.
Whether I do or not, I know they'll never forgive me.
That doesn't matter in the end. Apologize anyway, if there's even a shred of guilt in your heart.
Okay.
Good. And since we're making promises, I guess I might as well make one myself. Game 3's coming up. And no matter what it takes, I'll get past it.
It's been 3 days! Come on outside!
Let's go, Tenji. Everybody's waiting. You ready for this?
Yeah.
So, you're back to the front lines!
It's Manabu, I think.
Who you call a Manabu, maggot? Ah! I'm Sergeant Manabu, reporting for duty!
The third game's officially underway.
Yes, looks like they're up against your group.
Apparently so. Tell me, how has good old Group C been working out for you? Uh-oh. Only 2 left? My, this game's practically over already.
Don't be so certain.
Oh, you know as well as I do the bigger team always has the advantage during Game 3.
Let's bet.
Okay.
All right now, soldiers. Fall in line. Your third mission is friendly hide and seek!
Just you two? Must be rough.
Yeah, and there's no girls. Oh, man.
It wouldn't be nice to call them a waste, but you know.
Your power level is puny. Level 5.
Huh?
You wanna fight?
Who the hell are these guys?
Listen up, slugs! This game will be played in competitive battle format! The winners will proceed past this point, and for the losers, it's game over.
Wait a minute. I thought the whole point of this was to find out how strong our friendships are.
And what better way to do that than to bring the enemy forces into the mix? For instance, what if you're stuck with a teammate who betrayed the entire friend group by badmouthing them? But the opposing team is thick as thieves? For all you know, they fought as a perfect unit from the beginning! Makes the grass look greener on their side, doesn't it? Well, that's because it is, soldier! You start comparing and getting jealous. And then, would you care to guess what happens?
I don't know.
You begin to feel like trusting in your friends is a stupid idea.
Yuichi.
Bingo! This is an all-out war against that feeling! You gotta have faith in your comrades against all odds! Meanwhile, you wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait until it's over! That's friendly hide and seek! This huge forest will be the battlefield where you'll hunt each other down! Each group will select one brave soldier to be the hider, who must seek shelter from the other team. The rest of the troops will be seekers.
I see now. That's why you said it was impossible to clear the third game alone.
Affirmative, son! And of course, victory goes to the team that finds the enemy hider first!
Are you serious? We've only got 2 players, which means it'll be 1 Seeker versus 4. How is that fair?
It's not! In this game, the smaller team is at a serious disadvantage. But this is war! And all's fair in war in the Tomodachi game. If you wanted more troops, perhaps you shouldn't have allowed all that dissension in the ranks during Badmouth Sugoroku. I'll recap everything later. But here we have the rules of engagement! Be sure to examine closely.
Interesting.
What's this about changing sides?
If it looks like your team has no hope of winning, you may decide it's best to defect and fight the rest of the battle as part of the enemy ranks. However, you can't advance to Game 4, even if you're on the winning side.
Then there's no advantage to switching sides, is there?
Of course there is. If you win the game on the victorious team, then all the debt you would have accumulated by losing the hide-and-seek game can be transferred over to the members of the opposing side instead.
In other words, even if they don't clear, the one who switched can walk away from the game without owing a thing.
That's what the Tomodachi game is about. Whether you prioritize your friends over money.
Naturally, when a team only has 2 players, if one of them changes sides, the game ends on the spot. So watch your back!
You can trust me. I have no intention of switching.
I hope not, then we'd both be screwed.
But even with a full group of 5...
4 players could switch, which would leave the entirety of their debt on whomever was hiding.
I'll keep that in mind then.
What if you switch teams and still lose?
In that case, the turncoat will be assigned a debt equal to the average amount owed by each member of the losing team. Then, they'll be sent back to their original group and proceed into Game 4.
Oh man, imagine being the guy who betrayed your team and came back with more debt.
I'd have a bone to pick with him.
And just so we're all clear, trading name tags is prohibited for this game, so don't even try it, pal. Now then, the last order of business is choosing the hiders. But before we do, I have some exclusive intel for you two in Group C. There's a soldier from another group who happened to advance to Game 3 all alone. Would you like to accept this person into your platoon? It's your battle. Fight it whichever way you feel is best.
What? You can't possibly think that's okay with us.
Is it a girl?
Huh? Yes, confirmed female.
Then we'll take her.
What?
Yuichi, we can't just let a stranger join. If she betrays us, we're done for.
I know that. But with only us two, we don't stand a chance of winning this anyway.
Well, if you're really sure, it's your funeral. All right, then. Bring her over! State your name for us, new recruit!
I'm Maria Misuse.
Hey.
That's the guy who threatened to destroy our staff? As soon as the higher-ups heard that, they sent Maria into the game to keep an eye on him. I'm not sure what I was expecting. But if he's already letting his guard down with her, he's obviously not that deep. Trusting your friends is one thing, but there's actually another surefire strategy for clearing the Tomodachi game. Are you familiar with it?
That would be...
Using one's overwhelming charisma to lead the group straight to victory! And yes, my Group K is dripping with charisma. Plus, we have a genius. I'm sure if you pay close attention, you'll be able to figure out who it is before too long.
I wonder about that. It takes more than genius to kill a monster, so your group might not even make it past this game.
Listen, you two. I'll be hiding from my group, which means you don't have a snowball's chance in hell. I won't give up, even if it kills me.
Yuichi, I should be the one to hide.
Are you sure?
We don't have a choice. I don't feel right trusting you to sit still for that long. As for the girl, how do we know she won't give up and leave us out to dry?
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
It appears that both teams have selected their hider. I'll give you 2 hours to choose your hiding spots. You'll start by proceeding in opposite directions, either to the east or the west. All right, let the battle begin!